And welcome, everybody. Playoff soccer action from Egg Harbor Township. It is Sterling, the number 6 seed at 10-7. Cedar Creek, the number 3 seed at 15-3. I'm Todd Kozneski along with Connor Strauss and Ben Nicolutis, set to bring you all the action today. And Connor, first of all, the home team, Cedar Creek, they're undefeated and they're a heck of a team.
Yeah, you take a look at their roster. Mario Jacobo leading the way. 16 goals, 3 assists. That tallies up for 35 points. He's the front line of that offense that scored 48 goals all season. And you take a look at Jerry Gomez, the junior, 7 goals, 11 assists for 25 points. And this Cedar Creek team, they went 15-0-3, and it shows on the stat sheets only allowing 10 goals in those 18 games.
Sterling, the visiting team, they come in 10-7. Now their scoring's a little different though, Connor, all over the place.
Yeah, they like to spread the ball out more. They've got 5 scorers with over 10 points. Take a look at it. Jesus Blanco, Bright John, Jason Camardo, Quentin Rosano, and Robbie Toomey all have over 10 points. So they like to spread the ball around, a more even, well-balanced offense. Not really a big goal scorer, but just a lot of consistent goal scorers on that team.
The winner of this game will get the winner of Haddon Heights and West Deptford. At the half, that game right now, West Deptford leads it 1-0. If West Deptford would happen to win that game, to hold on and win that game, they are the 2nd seed. They would host the winner of this game. We'll have updates on that game as we go. Sterling in the visiting white, Cedar Creek in the home maroon, as these two teams get to square off in a 3-6 matchup. This is a game that Coach Marley feels like, even though Cedar Creek is undefeated, he feels like this is a team they can play with.
Yeah, and if you're Sterling, you get past this game, you've either got Haddon Heights or West Deptford next game, both colonial teams. So you see them twice a year, and even if you are the lower seed, you know how to play them. You know what to do against a team like that. So if you're Sterling, you get past this round, and you've got a familiar face next round.
So Sterling in the visiting whites, we're set to get underway. It is a beautiful morning for soccer here on the pitch. Not a cloud in the sky. There is a slight breeze, as much as 8 miles an hour. It's blowing from our left to our right into the face of Sterling's starting goaltender, Travis Schmidt. And you mentioned Mario Jacobo. He is just a sophomore, so a lot of young players on this team for Cedar Creek. And again, they have not lost this year. 15-0-3, and they have won the Cape Atlantic National.
Yeah, and taking a look at their roster, they only have 3 seniors listed on their roster. So a very young team, and they still have a lot of good years ahead of them of soccer.
Travis has been a big part of Sterling's game, being an amazing goaltender for the
He
team.
really has. Travis Schmidt this year has made 110 saves. Daniel Perez, the goaltender for Cedar Creek, 69 saves this year. So Travis has almost had to double that. So we'll start for the first 40 minutes, and Sterling will take the ball first, and we are underway. Sends it up to Bleem.
Yeah, and for Sterling, come playoff time, having a good goalie like Travis Schmidt is huge because it gives you a back line, and he can carry a game all by himself. He's such a talented goalie, and he can really keep you hanging against the better teams like the Cedar Creeks, like the Delrans, like the West Deptfords of the world.
We talked about Mario Jacobo. He is number 10, has already touched the ball, kind of blonde hair. He's off to the right side of our screen. Sterling will send this up. That's Connor Maynor. Connor, a freshman, and that goes out of bounds for a Sterling throw-in.
Yeah, a lot of youth on the Sterling side of this team, too. Obviously, you've got Rob Toomey, who's a senior. But other than that, you've got a lot of people coming back next year, so you've got a lot of young talent.
Yeah, along with Rob Toomey, you got Jack Sheehan. I'm blanking right now.
Anthony Garcia.
Here's Toomey on a throw-in in the box, deflected in front. A lot of red shirts there, maroon shirts. Comes back out. Bleem's going to grab it first.
Maynard Reyes is our senior.
We talked about in pregame before we went on the air. Coach said that Cedar Creek very good at stacking the middle of the field.
Yeah, and that's tough for Sterling because they have a lot of speed, which they can get to go to the middle. And they're not really used to playing on the sides of the ball. They play a lot in the middle. So that's going to be tough for Sterling's offense to get something going. But they have a lot of speed. They have a lot of ball control. So
Trying to get it up for Jacobo. That's kicked back out. The field is also narrower than what it is at Sterling. A little bit shorter, but more narrower. It's about 12 to 15 yards narrower from the sides of the field as Coach walked it off before the game. So a much tighter game.
I believe Sterling has one of the biggest soccer fields in like South Jersey. Is that correct?
They do, yes.
They do.
If not the biggest, it's easily one of the biggest.
And that helps them out when they go and play these away games because they have more endurance. They're used to playing on a bigger field, so they're used to covering more of the pitch, running more, so it helps them. They can keep their best players in the game for longer.
Bleem on a foul, a free kick coming up for Cedar Creek. Brady Houck to put it in. He has 4 goals and 1 assist. Actually, now it's going to be taken by Josh DiFilippo. He has 4 goals, 7 assists. Josh has a football player body as you look at him.
Yeah, he looks built. He's probably
Here's
got a lot of strength.
Fetzer in the center, headed back out nicely. Sterling might get a run out of this. This is Bleem. And it's going to roll back to the goaltender, Daniel Perez, a senior, on the save. Coming into the year, Cedar Creek, guys, has only given up 10 goals. Sterling has given up 23. Sterling has scored 32. Cedar Creek has scored 48. Just tuning in, we're just underway, about 5 minutes into this one. Toomey wants to throw it in. Throw-in stays with Sterling. Toomey's done a great job, as you guys mentioned this year, throwing the ball in. Toomey actually played baseball for me as a younger man. Got to guess around 4th and 5th grade.
Yeah, and one thing that I do want to note here, Sterling is 4-0 over Cedar Creek. They beat him in 2014, 2013, 2012, and 2011. So Sterling's had their number in the past, but obviously 2 very different teams.
Yeah, every year it's a little different, but Sterling is used to coming down here. Coach Marley said they actually played the first year in 2010, a scrimmage year, as the grass was just still growing in. It's the first time he's been back on this field there since then.
Yeah, this is a very new school. It was established in 2010, and that means it's only 13 years old. So going up against older programs like Sterling, it's a bit of a challenge for this team, but they seem to be up for it.
Kicked out of bounds by Toomey. You're going to get a throw-in as Jarian Gomez Rivera, 7 goals, 11 assists on the year, was the one that hustled down for that. Throw-in here for Houck. Just in the box. Drop it back out, centering pass, and the save is made by Schmidt.
Good save there by Schmidt just to make sure that there's no rebounds let in off that ball. He made sure to corral it and make sure he was the only one that got to that ball.
It's our first save of the game by Travis Schmidt. Slight breeze as he kicks it into it. And we're just under 5 minutes into play here in the first half. They do have a scoreboard to our left. You're going to get a handball and a free kick for Sterling.
Yeah, and one thing I also want to point out is come playoff time, no matter what Sterling's record looks like in the regular season, come playoff time, Coach Marley said it, every team is 0-0. Every team, it doesn't matter the seeding, every team. And when you have a much more well-coached team like Sterling, it helps it come playoff time just because of how good their coaching is. They can scheme for any team.
Blanco sent the kick in, brought back out by Cedar Creek. Sterling going to get the throw in now. As Weitzel.
It's do or die for any team in the playoffs. So
they've still got a long way to go. We're only, again, just under 5 minutes into the first half, no score. Some big players, though, for Cedar Creek. As you look at it as they were warming up, definitely have a bit of a size advantage. Touch and go here. Trying to send this one up for Toomey. Toomey on the doorstep, and it just goes wide. Sterling on their first good scoring opportunity. Good save, though, made by Daniel Perez.
Yeah, great job there from Daniel Perez as that almost got to Toomey. Toomey almost had an opportunity. Put in the back of the net for Sterling to get their first goal. But a great job by Cedar Creek's defense to shut down that opportunity.
Toomey does have 2 goals and 8 assists on the year. Perez in to kick it out. 34 minutes to go here. First half, we have no score. Toomey right back with it. Rosano taps to the middle. Going to have to try to recover as it's taken by Simon. So far, Sterling controlling the first 5 or 6 minutes of this game.
Yeah, but one area where Sterling is lesser in this game is their offense. Cedar Creek has 48 goals this season to Sterling's 32. So if you're Sterling, you want to make sure that you get one of those goals early and set the tone.
Bright Joan picks it up, goes far side. And so far, controlling is Sterling and chasing is Cedar Creek early on in this game.
Yeah, and one loss for Sterling is Anthony Garcia, who was phenomenal on that back line this season.
Nice ball up, trying to send it ahead. Good defensive play, knocked that down off the kick of Dean Collins. Turning around, Bright John will pick it up. Nice kick there. Jacobo's their featured goal scorer, knocked down again. Sent out this time by Stewart. Trying to go the left wing. Good job to kick it out by Camardo. A lot of white uniforms dirty already here. A lot of pushing going on. Attacking the far side. Trying to come around the edge. And that is going to go wide, and a goal kick coming up for Sterling. Gives a chance to remind you what we have coming up the rest of the week. We will be live on Monday at 2 o'clock. The girls have their opening game. It'll be a second round game because they got a bye. So they will play on Monday. If Sterling would happen to win this game, we would have their second round game on Tuesday.
And then if the boys do end up winning this game, we will have their game on Wednesday.
Well, as I was saying, I think they're Tuesday, I believe. Let's check our sky here. Oh, it is Wednesday. You are correct. Thank you. So it would be a Monday for the girls, Wednesday for the boys. Thank you, Connor.
Of course.
Here's Dean Collins with a lot of room. Time to think. Goes the middle of the field. Nice defensive head ball by Boundhill. Good, let that one through. Good hustling effort. It was Toomey trying to get to it. Couldn't quite catch it. Simon. Good drop back.
A great play there from Ethan Weitzel.
There's another settling play for Dean Collins. Collins, a left-footed kick, centers it in. Good defensive knockdown. Rosano trying to get to it. Can't quite get to it. Taken away by Hardman. Hardman with Jacobo in the middle of the field. Challenged on the play by Camardo. Camardo, good job to stop that. Centering pass. Kicked back out by Ortiz Tercella. And Sterling will send it all the way down where Daniel Perez, the goalie, can pick it up in the box.
Yeah, and so far Sterling's defense has done a great job of making sure that whenever Cedar Creek gets the ball, they have a defender right there to meet them. They're not really getting any open opportunities.
Collins tries to save, not able to do it. It'll be a throw-in. Houck to throw it in. Gomez Rivera in the corner, and we're going to get a goal kick. Good defensive play, again, by Dean Collins, a junior.
Man, it is hot out today for being late October. It's like 80 degrees out.
Yeah, it's almost November, and it's 80 degrees out. That's...
We'll take it. It's better than 40 degrees and snowing.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Even though it needs to be 32 and snowing, sometimes it feels like it.
I love the snow, though.
You can be that guy then. I'm a non-snow guy. Kicked up. Nice ball there.
I like Snoop.
Blanco. Here's Rosano. Can he save it? He does. Kept in. Toomey. Good touch pass there. A chance to bring out by Simon. Simon goes up the middle of the field. Camardo gets to it first. Camardo uses his body, drops it back. John to Camardo. Oh, a slip there. Still a lot of the morning dew wearing off on the grass. That's why you'll see a little bit of slipping here on this 11 o'clock start. Nice head ball to his right. Charging, not able to get it, though, was Maynor. Getting pressure there. Good turnaround to Bleem. Send it back up. Well done there. Toomey on a charge. Sends it up. And out to make the grab is Daniel Perez.
Yeah, and I think what you're going to see with this Sterling team is they're going to send a lot of offensive pressure until they get that first goal. Because you've seen when they played West Deptford earlier in the year, when they play these more talented teams, they try and get the first goal and then sit back and play more defense. You saw it because they have Travis Schmidt. They have a great defensive core that they're able to play that type of game.
28 minutes, 45 seconds to go, first quarter. No score here in Channel 19. Tackazaneski counter, Strauss and Ben Nicoludis here bring you all the action from Cedar Creek High School in Egg Harbor Township. We're about 40 minutes away from Sterling. Glad you're with us this morning. The winner, if West Deptford holds, will go to West Deptford. And as Connor mentioned, they will play on Wednesday. Headed back to the goalie. That's a legal play for Perez to pick up. Nice throw up the side. Controlled by Hauk. Bleen takes it away, drops it back to Collins, who sends it to the middle of the field. Simon, one of the captains, looks to go right wing, has a man there. This is Hauk. Hauk with a little bit of room to work inside the box. And still on his centering pass through everyone. Nice saves. It goes off Weitzel, who knocked it down. Rebound shot goes wide. And a great job by the freshman, Ethan Weitzel, to block it.
Yeah, and another one of those really good veteran plays from one of the freshmen on Sterling's team. There was Ethan Weitzel, another one of the freshmen who's been phenomenal all season, and he almost saved the goal there.
So in to kick now is Sterling. Sterling puts it back in play. Good effort there by Simon. Here it comes on the right side. Rivera, centering pass. Man there, gets a foot on it. Centering pass is knocked down. How quickly now Cedar Creek putting on the offense. Just outside the box now. Turnaround, knocked down by Sterling. They are really aware of Jacobo, the sophomore, number 10. West Defford now leading in their game 2-0 as they have just scored. Here comes Rosano. Rosano for the Knights, goes to his right. Maynard, centering pass, nobody there. Chasing it down now is Camardo. Camardo, right-footed shot, and the save made by Perez.
Yeah, and a great offensive look there for Sterling, as Cedar Creek was starting to gain a lot of that momentum back and Sterling able to get their own chance. But I do like what Cedar Creek has done with the quality of their opportunities. They've been patient, they've been waiting for the right opportunity to strike, and they almost have a goal.
26 minutes to go, first half, still no scores. Cedar Creek and Sterling. Sterling in the visiting white. Cedar Creek in the maroon. Rivera looks to center. John will get to it first. They are not calling it. They're going to let him play on. The ref went for his whistle and stopped.
Yeah, good call by the ref there to use the challenge. Cedar Creek still had possession, so instead of stopping their offensive possession, he let them play on. If Sterling had the ball, though, I think there was a challenge, so Cedar Creek would have gotten a free kick.
I bet if you ask Cedar Creek, because you're going to get a goal kick, I bet if you asked them, they would have loved to have a free kick about 25 yards from the goal.
Yeah, but as a ref, it's tough to call when to use the challenge and when not to use the challenge.
I hear you. Free kick coming up for Sterling. Under 26 minutes to go, first half, no score.
It's been a very close game so far for both teams.
Yeah, a lot of action so far in this game. It seems like both teams, even though it's an early game, they've had a lot of jump.
Throwing coming up for Cedar Creek. As we mentioned, just tuning in, they are the number 3 seed, 15-0-3. They have a common opponent in West Defford, who they took the penalty kicks and beat them.
Yeah, Sterling was able to beat West Defford earlier in the year on the turf, 1-0. But then they went to West Defford and lost 4-0. But that's kind of what you see with a lot of these colonial teams playing each other. Is you could beat them the one time, but they'll have your number the next time you play.
Big kick here for Schmid. Chasing it up is Marner. Tap pass.
Get it back, get it back.
Good run here. This is Hauk. Hauk's been dangerous with the ball. Looks to go the right. John takes it out. Stopped by Fetzer. Right in front of the substitution area.
Looks like Sterling will be making 3 subs next opportunity.
Down the side and out of bounds. Sterling will get the throw, and there go your substitutions coming in.
Jack Sheehan coming in, along with, I think Wesley Wright came in, and can't really tell the other person.
Wesley Reich, another one of those very talented freshmen on the Sterling team.
Nice tap up there as we have 23 minutes to go. First half, no score. Collins on a nice stop. Collins may run this up the side. He's got a lot of room here. Collins across midfield. Looking. Oh, kind of mishits there. He's going to have to get back up on his feet as this is set back down. And chasing is Jacobo, the leading goal scorer. Got to be careful here. Good defensive hustle to get to it by Sheehan. And you're going to get a goal kick. But I think Sterling will take that in the hands of Jacobo with one-on-one on the goalie.
Yeah, and great defense there from Jack Sheehan. It's also his birthday, so happy birthday to him. But
Be happy.
there's times where you'd rather let them get the corner kick than let them get one of those offensive opportunities. And Sterling's been good at defending set pieces this year.
Jarian Gomez Rivera on the corner kick. Here we go. Deep ball crosses the net, headed towards the middle, and Travis Schmidt going to grab it. Big kick, surprising, went into the wind slightly. Got a lot on that.
Yeah, got a lot on that kick, and maybe that was game plan, just to try and get it further so that they could cross it back in again. But good job from Sterling's defense to be all over that.
22 minutes to go, first half, no score. Cedar Creek and Sterling. John heads it back up to the middle, catches the backside of Camardo, picks it back up, runs into a player. Chasing up the right side, big collision there, and we get a whistle and a stoppage, and they are literally going to stop the clock here. Referee is coming over. You can see him coming into your screen. He may award a card. Yeah, we're going to get our first card of the game. So
Yeah.
a card, I can't see the number. I believe, is that number 11, Ben? DiFilippo?
Yes, that looks to be number 11 on the sideline.
So a card goes out. Here comes a free kick for Sterling.
He was our football player build that you were talking
He
about
is. He's a
earlier.
big dude. That's one guy you don't want to run into.
Yeah, but a dangerous tackle there. Right call by the officials to just set the warning. The yellow card. If he gets another one, he's out of the game, and Cedar Creek is playing down a man.
Sterling on the free kick, just in front of the Cedar Creek sideline. They're jockeying for position inside the 18 right now. Here comes the whistle, and we can start it. Low line drive, headed first by a Cedar Creek player. One touch and a save made by Perez. I don't think that's quite the kick Sterling wanted on that one. Quick ball near side. Here's Rivera. Challenged by Sheehan. Rosano comes in. Sheehan comes in. Sheehan and loses it out of bounds.
One thing I've noticed is the goalie for Cedar Creek has gotten the ball out really fast in all of these.
Yes, he has. Yeah, it really adds to their offensive advantage. They're going to call a Sterling throw-in. Bleem going to throw it in. Bleem to throw. Top of the box. Collision. Headed to the end of the box. Sterling got a foot on it first. It's Reich. Far side now and out of bounds. Sterling ball again. As Reich was chasing the freshman with the goal. 2 assists on the year.
And Sterling's done a good job of just keeping the ball on Cedar Creek's side of the field.
Centering pass taken in by Perez.
And if I had to take a guess, I'd say it's about 70% on Cedar Creek's defensive side to 30% on Sterling's.
I would
But
agree.
Sterling has to capitalize on those opportunities that they're getting. But good job by Cedar Creek's defense to make sure, even though they have the ball a lot in their zone, they're not getting good quality opportunities.
Halfway through action now in the first half. No score, Cedar Creek and Sterling. Again, Sterling in the white, Cedar Creek in the maroon. Pirates of Cedar Creek trying to change sides of the field for Rivera. Rivera by 1. Now he goes far side of the field. Good fake there. Trying to get the inside move. Goes near side. Has a man there. That was Watson. Just inside the box. There's a shot, and it's tipped out. What a job to tip it out by Travis Schmidt with the save of the game thus far.
What a phenomenal save there by Travis Schmidt. That's a tough ball to read on, and there was a lot of power under that ball. But a great job by Trav to punch it out.
He was just able to get out there and punch that ball right out before it could get into the goal.
In to take the corner kick, Elias Moradell. He's a sophomore, 3 goals, 3 assists in the year. So far, that's the play of the game as we now have 18 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in a no-score game. Moradell in for the corner kick. The wind blowing from behind him right now. Good ball here. Guts through, gets to a Cedar Creek foot. Just outside the box. Tap one ahead, and Schmid almost. It took a spin on him. As you saw, it spun to his right. Good job to grab it. Had a lot of English on that one.
Yeah, Travis is a big dude, so he was able to box out the striker before he was able to get the ball in the net.
Big kick, looking for Rosano. Rosano may get a shot at this first if he keep it in. He does keep it in, but taken by Cedar Creek. Here's Hauk. Hauk's been all over the field. He's done a nice job today. Well, that went off the face of Sheehan, and Bleem is down. We'll play on far side. Bleem is down. We'll stop the clock as he is looking at his right elbow area. See the official coming over to talk to him as the clock stops with 17:39 remaining here in the first half. Still no score.
Yeah, just a tough fall there for Max Bleem, but hope he's okay. He's a great part of the Sterling, kind of middle of the pitch area, center back, but gotta hope he's okay. It looks like he's going to stay in the games.
Jesus Blanco out, Rob Toomey in, Bleem stays in.
I think he took a ball to his face, too. So
That'll wake you up. I'll fix something for you here, dude. Let's try that. That might help you a little bit. So again, if you're just tuning in, we have 18:30 to go, first half, no score, Sterling and Cedar Creek. Winner most likely going to travel to West Defford, who is leading 2-0 in the second half. Hauk with the ball again, looks to center, to Fetzer. Fetzer looks to drop it back, that's Simon. Good touch pass behind him.
Yeah, and both of these teams have beaten West Deptford this season. Sterling beat them 1-0 in regulation on the turf, and Cedar Creek, it took to penalty kicks, but they beat them in penalty kicks.
Another injury for a Haddon Heights player in their game who's down 2-0. Miss Epright's husband is the coach for Haddon Heights. That's how we're getting all the updates. Bright John with the head ball. Ortiz on a miss there. Bleem boxes out, sends it up back up to midfield. Good trap there by Hauk. Again, I've been impressed with what I've seen from Hauk thus far, number 9. DiFilippo sends it up. Far side. Brought back to the middle. A lot of Cedar Creek pressure here now. Good job to take it away by Bleem, excuse me. Knocked down. Bleem in again. Good job to come away with that by Simon. Touch pass for Rivera. Rivera, nice ball there. Look out, this is Jacobo. Taken away beautifully by Dean Collins.
You know, for being their top goal scorer, Jacobo has really been shut down so far, not really allowing any offensive pressure by him.
They're very aware of who he is.
Yeah, and they're right on him. Is every time they get the ball, they're not letting him get any space. But if you're Cedar Creek, you got to start letting your other players get more opportunities, because if they're all over Jacobo, that means there's other people open. So you got to look for the open person.
Yeah, this is where our people have to step up.
The wind is starting to pick up from the far side of the field to the near side of the field, so it's blowing right into our face. Ball sent up, set back down by Collins. This might roll to the goaltender who'll make the play.
As you saw earlier, the morning dew is still in effect. I think Wesley Reich took a slip there.
Bleem sends it back. Again, you can really hear the wind starting to kick up right in our face. It's actually pretty cool off considering how warm it is. Trying to go to the far side of a man charging inside the box. Nice defensive play to knock that down by Kerrigan. Kerrigan still trying. They play on. John comes away with it. Good defensive play by Sterling. Up the side they go. This is Reich. Reich lost the handle. I thought they still play. As the wind is blowing things off our table right now. That's how windy it is. And a save by the goaltender. Boy, the wind came in out of nowhere. When we started this game, the first 20 minutes, we had no wind. Very little. You can see how the wind really picked that one off the foot of Rivera. Rivera challenged by Sheehan. And this is going to stay in. Good job to head that in by Rivera. Chance to set up here for Fetzer. Good play by Fetzer. By Bleem. Bleem returns. Camardo sends back out. And we get a handball there. Free kick coming up for Sterling.
The wind may be affecting the game, but it does feel really nice because this sun is blazing. There's not a cloud in the sky today.
Yeah, the sun is towards the left flag to our left. It's going to be a little bit, it's more in the eyes of our goaltender to the right, Schmidt. Here's a free kick for Toomey.
You couldn't ask for a better day for playoff soccer.
Not for the last week in October. Yep, here's Toomey. Line drive ball, a lot on this towards the goal, and the goalie makes the save inside his gut.
Yeah, good read there by the goalie. There was a lot of power on that ball, but Daniel Perez, great job to corral the ball, and
that was a nicely placed ball too. As
we now have 14 minutes to go, first half, no score. Good ball up here for Houck. Houck's been tough off a Sterling player, and this should be a corner kick, and it will be.
yeah.
So Houck on a nice run there. Houck this year, 4 goals, 1 assist. He'll draw the corner kick.
Yeah, it just got a piece of Anthony Ortiz's foot on the way out. So
Elias Moradell, sophomore, 3 goals, 3 assists on the corner. The wind's going to push this towards the net. Line drive, right inside the 6. Trying to clear it out. And let's see what we get here. We're going another corner kick here.
yeah, and one thing is for Cedar Creek, they haven't had a lot of offensive opportunities, but they've made a count on the ones that they've had. And if you're Sterling, on your offensive opportunities, maybe you got to be a little bit more patient as we get another corner here.
Headed out by Kerrigan. Good job to keep that in. Nice hustling effort. Now around the edge. Good ball controlled by Rivera. Around the edge. And kicked out of bounds by Jack Sheehan. They're getting another corner kick, this time from the near side.
3 corner kicks so far. There's been a lot of offensive pressure in this past span of 1 or 2 minutes.
Gomez Rivera on the corner kick. Nice deep ball here. Headed back in. John just inside the box here. Good job by Camardo. Camardo sends it up. Chasing it there was Reich. Bounces inside the box. Players go down. They play on. That's a tough one to call either way.
Yeah, tough one to call, especially because it's in the box. So if they did call foul on Sterling there, then it would have been a penalty kick for Cedar Creek. And you know how successful penalty is.
That's you, Connor. Next time you got to
Yeah.
jump out around and save that for me.
My bad, Kay.
I was trying to push you out there.
We could have had our tech crew highlight of the game.
I was trying. Good job, Connor.
Yeah.
12 minutes to go, first half, no score.
Do you tell I used to play soccer?
I can tell. Great footwork. Nice job. Bleems sends it up. It's knocked down by Houck. Houck. Oh, and he's tripped up there, and you're going to get a free kick coming up, and this is in a scoreable spot. The other thing that's going to be tough, this is directly in line with the sun. See who takes this kick. It looks like it's going to be DiFilippo. He does have 4 goals, 7 assists. He's a senior. Again, you can see from the shadow, he's kicking it with the sun at his back. 3-man wall in front. DiFilippo ready. Here he goes. And it goes to the left. Sterling gets a head on it to send it out. Good job to get on the right side. I believe that was Reich. And that's going to go out of play. 6-yard kick. Reminder of our upcoming schedule. We will be home Monday, 2 o'clock game with the girls, their opening round game. If Sterling would happen to win this game, their next game would be Wednesday. And if West Deptford holds the lead, that game would be at West Deptford.
What position did you play in soccer, Connor?
I don't remember. I played for a year, and I quit.
He tried. It was the old Connor try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a goalie back in.
I can see that.
You're tall enough.
If people don't know Ben, what is your height?
6'5".
Yeah, Ben's a tall drink of water here.
Yeah, I am.
Free kick coming up for Sterling.
Yeah, back when I played soccer in like kindergarten, my play of the game was running around pretending I was an airplane.
Jesus Blanco, 4 goals, 3 assists. He's a junior. Going to put it into play. Everyone lines up on the 18. Here we go. Chips it. Goalie comes out. Perez on the save as we hit the 10.5-minute mark in the first half. No score.
Real
Great.
nice save by the goalie there.
Yeah, and a great chip there from Jesus Blanco. He put it into a great spot. Just a great job by the goalie to go out and get it.
Trying to control now. Sterling John sends it forward, trying to send it up for Maynard. And it'll roll back to Perez. Perez goes to fake near side, faked me out. Faked it again. He'll kick this one now. He goes far side. Actually cuts to the middle.
I've never seen a pump fake in soccer.
He did it twice. Ortiz, Camardo, middle of the field, trying to take it was Blanco. Taken away nicely by Simon and setting it up with Fetzer. Here comes Hauk. Hauk's been dangerous today. Hauk on a run. Inside the box. Sterling gets to it first. Chip it in. This is outside the box. So he gets to this one first. John gets to it. Toomey chases. Nice shot there as it just goes wide off the shot by Elias Muradell. 9:20 to go, first half. We have no score.
Again, despite all the pressure that each team has been putting on their respective goalies, it's been a pretty decisive game so far.
Miss Johnson just teching in saying Ben is the best tech crew member in Mr. Sterling. He did a great job, and she'll miss him tremendously when he graduates.
Thank you, Miss Johnson.
So
I'll miss our conversations that we cannot talk about.
Did a great job helping set up Mr. Sterling as we get a whistle far side. Went out of bounds.
Yeah, Mr. Sterling, it's an event every single year.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got to keep telling our Mr. Sterling, you got to wear the crown once in a while, dude. Wear the crown to school.
Yeah, Jake Spiritoso, he's
too humble. He won't wear it.
He's keeping it at home in his trophy case.
I guess so, man. I'm like, wear it to school.
Yeah.
I'd wear it every day. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me.
I'm Mr. Sterling.
I won. You guys lost.
Yes.
Yeah, go Knights.
Go Knights.
Trying to send it up there and not quite able to get it to Maynor. Again, Perez picks it up. 8 minutes to play, first half, no score. Big ball here. Toomey, ouch. I don't know how you do that.
That's gotta, yeah, these.
Big collision they play on. Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Very physical game so far.
And now a whistle stops play. Free kick coming up for Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling's been taking a beating, but Cedar Creek has had some pretty nasty hits too. So
yeah, both teams pretty physical. It's been a very physical game as it comes to the near side. Here's Dean Collins. Collins across midfield. Centering Bass. Nice ball here. Nobody there, though, unfortunately, and an easy play for Perez. I think he had the right idea, though.
Yeah, I think Sterling's got to be a little bit more patient when they're running their offense. They're getting opportunities and they're getting the ball. They just really haven't gotten any good opportunities. I think a lot of that is they're playing a little impatient. They're just trying to get anything on net, and they aren't really getting high-quality opportunities.
Bleem back in. Finnegan Watson, a freshman, back in for Cedar Creek. 7 minutes to go here. First half, no score. The winner most likely going to West Defford. The last score we had was a 2-0 West Defford lead. Still waiting for a final. Anthony Ortiz sends it down, gets a big bounce. Right back. Bleem going to try and get to this one first. Max is like the Energizer Bunny. I've coached him in basketball. What desire, what hustle. There's nobody who's going to outwork Max Bleem. Nobody.
I've known Max for a long time, and he really is a hard worker.
Just has a heart of a lion.
Yeah.
If you get by him, you earned it.
You really did.
And you're going to have some bruises to feel it, and we're going. I think we just had a bad throw here. Wow.
Yeah, I think he stepped over the line.
Yeah, I think he did. If we could.
We had replay.
Yeah.
We had Matt Schrader here.
Matt Schrader, replay specialist.
We
love Matt Schrader.
We don't have replays
Jake
on the road because we do not have the truck with us, so we're just happy to have one camera. But if you're watching Monday with the girls, we would have a replay of that.
And will most likely be Matt Schrader.
Yes.
So shout out Matt.
Oh, here's a break now. This is Jacobo. Jacobo is shot off the top crossbar. Wow, they're going to say a goal kick. As you can see how dangerous Jacobo is with his 16 goals in the season.
Yeah, that's what happens when you aren't covering him at all times.
And another great another great play there from Trav. Even though he didn't get a hand on it, if that ball was a little bit lower, he was getting a hand on it. He's making sure that nothing gets past him.
5.5 minutes to go. First half, still no score. Big kick out. Rosano tips it ahead. Maynor can't get a hold of it. Good defense to get it out. Here comes Simon. Simon goes far side, kept it. Now a collision. Fans want a whistle. It was off to the side. Is going down hard was Blanco. Blanco picks up the ball though. And throwing coming far side.
Just under 5 minutes left in this first half. I think it's been pretty even so far. I think Sterling's had more ball control, but I think Cedar Creek has had better opportunities.
And you would expect that with a goal scorer like Blanco. Mario Jacobo, I'm sorry, was 16 on the year, and there's a whistle. Free kick for Cedar Creek.
Under 5 minutes left in the first half of this game.
Free kick in.
Wind's starting to pick up a bit.
Yeah, it is. It's blowing right into our face. Not a cloud in the sky, though, and a beautiful fall Saturday. Here's a big bounce. Look out here. Rivera taken back out. Here's some room here. Nice defensive play there to knock it down. Camardo picks it up. Camardo again looking. Camardo sends it up, headed back out. There's a chance on a run. Going to the corner now. Jacobo. Challenged by John. John comes away. There's going to be a whistle. This is just outside the box, and you're going to get a free kick.
Yeah, and Bright John got lucky there that he was defending him outside of the box, because if that was in the box, that's a penalty kick, and that's the toughest shot in soccer to save is a penalty kick, so got lucky that that's outside of the box.
All right, a free scoring opportunity and a free kick. Looks like to take this one is Jarian Gomez Rivera. Big play here. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Sterling lines up their wall from 10 yards away.
This is one of the closest free kicks I've seen, honestly.
Here we go. He taps it to his right. DiFilippo loses the handle. There's some white shirts on it. Sterling might get a run on this. Here comes Collins, goes to his right, trying to get it up to Maynard, and unfortunately went out of bounds, but not even able to get a shot on that with Cedar Creek.
Yeah, it seemed like he just sort of fumbled the ball around and wasn't able to get the shot off.
That was a great play in theory in that you would have had a shot without a wall, but not able to get the shot off. That goes off a foot of Sterling. As now we have 2:40 remaining here until the half, no score. Wind really kicking up now. Controlled by Ortiz. Headed back. This is Fetzer. Gleam goes to his left for Toomey. Toomey sends it up. Another head ball out. Nice job there. Sterling fighting up the middle. This is Camardo. There's Houck again, taken away by Toomey. We get a whistle. And Sterling with the kick. Toomey has it lined up already if he wants it. And wisely, Rivera stands in front of the ball to buy his teammates some time.
Yeah, and Rivera had to be careful there. If he was standing in front of the ball any longer, it could have been a yellow card.
Here comes Toomey. Chips it ahead. Has a man there towards the goal in this save. Over the head of Maynard, and a nice save by Perez.
Yeah, and I think that's the best brand set piece we've seen Sterling run today, and great opportunity and a great kick there from Toomey.
1:35 to go, first half, no score. Blanco has it knocked away. Here's Simon looking on his right foot. Can center. Good stop there. Simon outside the box, chips it ahead. Camardo gets ahead on it. Bleem sends it back out. 1:15 to go, first half. Far side. Here comes DiFilippo. Filippo looks to send it ahead. There's too much on that. That may roll out of bounds, and it does, as we have 1:05 remaining here in the first half. No score.
Going to be a deep throw in here for Sterling. As I think they were hoping for the goal kick there. But
here's a run up the side. Jesus Blanco. Great hustling defense. Jake Hardman came from nowhere.
Here comes a corner kick for Sterling. This is huge.
45 seconds left in this half.
Here comes the corner kick for Sterling.
This is
the wind in his face as he kicks it. It's going to push it towards the net slightly. 34 seconds. They're jockeying for position in front. There's your chip. Deep, goes all the way out. Chance to chase it on now is Weitzel. Weitzel sends it back, and that'll roll out of bounds, and that'll give us 20 seconds to go here in the first half. I don't know if if you have enough to make a run here. Nice ball up the side for Rivera. Good trap. Rivera tries to send it down. 3, 2, 1. And that is going to do it for action here in the first half. So, no score. Sterling and Cedar Creek. We will show you the scoreboard in a second, and we will relax till the second half starts here on Sterling TV 19. And welcome back, everybody. Tad Kosneski back with Ben Nicoludis. Connor is, I guess he's out here somewhere. I don't know where Connor went. Where did Connor? What am I saying wrong? You're allowed to teach Nicoludis?
Nicholas.
Nicholas. I don't know why I
Nicholas.
keep adding that word, Nicholas.
It's just
Ben
like the first.
Nicholas. I'm sorry to Ben.
Yeah.
Ben's doing the camera work, talking along with me here. As we get set for second half action, we'll switch sides of the field. Sterling in the white and Cedar Creek in the maroon. We do have a final score. West Deptford has won their game 2-0. So the winner of this game Wednesday will be going to face number 2, West Deptford, as they beat Haddon Heights. I'm going to bring you back. There you go, Con. I'm sorry.
Connor Strauss walking over right now. Look at him go. Should we do Connor Cam?
No, we'll let him go for now. Thank him for helping. Second half, it's going to be Cedar Creek to start with the ball, as they will go left to right. Actually, check that right to left. Sterling will go left to
They
right.
switch sides over to half.
The wind, for the most part, is coming straight across the field at us.
Yeah. It hasn't really changed directions. It's
No.
just been coming straight at us.
And here we go. Second 40 minutes of regulation here in the second half. Cedar Creek on a corner attack, headed back by Bleem. Welcome back, Connor.
Thank you.
I was going to send out an APB for you. Glad you made it.
Yeah, thank God. Thought we lost you.
You need that. Far side attack now for Cedar Creek. Chasing it here, Camardo can't quite get to it. It was taken there by Simon. And there's a whistle as Camardo goes down very, very hard. And they're talking to Elias Moradell. The referee's talking to Moradell right now for the last contact on that play.
Yeah, this has been very physical all game. And I'm glad to see the refs kind of taking control, because it's dangerous if they keep playing this physical. Someone can get hurt.
So the referee does a good job of warning as the free kick coming for Anthony Ortiz Torresella. Into that wind.
Yeah, we saw a pretty brutal slide tackle in the first half. I forget who it was. Number 11 on Cedar Creek.
That was
I think.
DiFilippo, did get a card for that. Both teams very aggressive in this one. Almost had a break for Sterling. Again, the wind kicking up very strong. Round the side, Weitzel. Weitzel drops it back. Toomey chips it in. It's headed back out nicely by Hardman. Camardo looks to send it up. Tip to the right. Sterling's going to get a shot. Here's your shot. And just missing it wide was Connor Maynor. He had the goal on his left foot, but went long.
That was Sterling's best opportunity of the game.
Yeah, Sterling's best opportunity all game, and a great attempt there from Connor Maynor. It's not his normal foot. It's his non-dominant foot, but just barely misses the net. Great setup there from Sterling, though, and that's exactly how you want to open this half.
Daniel Perez, the goaltender, in for the goal kick. Big kick by Perez. This overkicks everybody. Here's Newman. Newman had a shot to get to it first, and we are going to get a goal kick. Again, part of the game is soccer. People who have, if your sons are out here or if you have daughters that play, it is a much more physical game than people give you credit for.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's always the joke that soccer players, well, cry and whine, but it does
It's a
get
very
rough out
physical
here.
game. You're spending 80 minutes running around the whole time, and it's very physical.
Yeah.
Camardo can't get by the second, but the throw-in goes Cedar Creek's way. Down the side, Newman has it knocked away. Bright John taps to the middle. Boy, that's a lot of confidence to tap one in the middle like that. Up to Rosano. Nice defensive play by Simon. Simon sends it far side.
Yeah, and Cedar Creek has done a good job of kind of shutting down Quentin Rosano, who's one of Sterling's best attackers.
Rivera gets a foot. Knocked down defensively as Collins was in there. As one of the defenders slipped down, you're going to get a corner kick.
Yeah.
As we'll show you the goal and the corner kick here. This is a big play.
It's going to go with the wind here. So
They'll get a chance to push it for sure. Here we go. Line drive kick, headed back out. Going back. Let's see, we're going to do a corner again.
second
Yeah, we're
corner.
doing a corner again.
Yeah. Which defensive kicks that usually go out of bounds actually are able to stay in. So this win is a big factor.
Looks like Rivera to take the corner kick again. Low line drive on the ground, bounces back up. Sterling looking to get it out. A missed kick here. Here's a turnaround and a missed kick by Simon.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of missed kicks today, and I think a lot of it has to do with a morning game. The field's still kind of wet from the dew overnight. It's been a pretty slippery game.
Good job to keep it in by Weitzel. Weitzel picks it up, looking, drops it back. Chip ball, left wing, has a man there. The goalie comes out in a huge collision as he ran right into Connor Maynard. Nice save by Perez. They play on far side. It goes out of bounds. Sterling with the throw.
Again, just an extremely physical game here from Cedar Creek and Sterling, really putting their bodies on the line to try to make it past this round.
Yeah, and you can tell it's a playoff game. The atmosphere
Big
of this
hop.
game has been insane.
That almost hopped over Perez's head.
Yeah, kind of just a weird hop there. And that's a tough ball to save, but a good job from Perez to readjust and make that save.
Make that correction at the last second.
Here comes Fetzer. Looking up the side to DiFilippo. Check that was Rivera. Rivera, nice touch there. Has a man. Knocked down again by Sterling. John, spinning ball. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Ooh, dangerous center here. Tapped it back. Here's Camardo. Camardo wants to take it himself. Has it taken away. Simon, Camardo challenges.
Yeah, Sterling really isn't afraid to try and kick it through the middle of the field, trying to get it up.
Pretty dangerous thing. There's a push from behind. They play on. Sterling got away with one there.
Yeah, I think that should have been called there.
Now a whistle. Now we're going to get a stoppage of play. We'll follow the referee here. We may get a card.
Looks like we are.
They are giving a card to Mario Jacobo. I'm assuming he said something. Whoa, he may have just got a red card. He has just been ejected from this game.
Wow.
So the leading scorer, Mario Jacobo, who has 16 goals in the year, has just been ejected. He's still yelling at the official. The coach better get out there. He just ejected him from the game. Now, again, we can only speculate. As Coach Francesco Torino, he better watch it because he might get ejected from the game.
Yeah, and I think Jacobo just let the emotions get the best of him, and the ref wasn't having that, and he just, I guess he said something first for the yellow and then kept going and got the red card. So that is a huge loss for Cedar Creek, as now they have to play down a man, and that man that they have to play down is their best goal scorer. So good break for Sterling here.
So 34:06 remaining in the game. The leading goal scorer for Cedar Creek, unfortunately sophomore Mario Jacobo, has just been red carded out of the game. And a free kick is coming, and I can understand his frustration as we all saw the contact. So
yeah.
I definitely understand the frustration that the sophomore went through on that one. It's just a shame it came down to a red card.
And the intensity of this game is really picking up now. You're hearing it from both sides of the bench.
So again, if you're new to soccer, as Connor has just said, because of the red card, it is now 11 versus 10. Sterling with the 11 players, Cedar Creek with 10. And here comes a free kick. This is about 35 yards out. Here's a free kick. And that's going to go high, well over the net. So now, again, 34 minutes to play in this game. We have no score. Sterling going to be playing with a man advantage.
A massive advantage in a game like this.
Yeah, that is huge for Sterling. Now you can either put one more person back on your defense or send another striker up. And I think if they're going to send anyone up to try and get more offense, I think it should be Bright John. Watching him in warm-ups, he has a really powerful leg. And with how Sterling's offense has been, if he gets a good touch on a ball, he can put it in the back of the net better than anyone.
Here's Toomey. Toomey down the side. He goes down. They play on. Sterling with the ball. Looking to center. Here's Camardo. Camardo lets one go through. Right side, Weitzel. Weitzel's shot whistles wide as Weitzel just missed. If you're looking at who else can score for Cedar Creek, we mentioned Jacobo out now with 16 goals. The next closest goal scorer is Luke Simon with 8. That's half the goals. And Jarian Gomez with 7.
So now if you're Sterling, you have to get a goal. You have to be the first one to score. You have to get the goal. And then you can send more back on defense, and you're up a man. So maybe now you send one more up and get that goal, and then you can send a lot more back.
So right now, if you're just tuning in, a red card by the best player, Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek is playing a man down for the next 32 and a half minutes. And Sterling will get a throw in. I think if you're Cedar Creek, you are playing for penalty kicks right now, unless you can get a break. You still got to kill 32 minutes plus 10 minutes of overtime.
And they have sent the entire team into the defensive side of the field.
Here's Toomey. High ball. It's carrying. Headed back to the box. Camardo. Here's a run for Cedar Creek. Good job by Camardo, who slips, gets kicked in the face by the ball, though. Clean play. Far side. Here comes Hardman.
Yeah, and a good read from the officials there to let him play through that. That was just good defense there from Cedar Creek, and they've let him play a little bit. So I think that was the right call there from the official, but a great job of Camardo to make sure that no breakout happens for Cedar Creek.
Throw-in coming in for Cedar Creek. Their backs are against the wall. They have not lost a game this season. They are going to have to go 32 minutes of regulation, missing their best scorer. And again, quite a good player with Mario Jacobo, 16 goals in this year.
All while, again, being down a man.
It doesn't get any harder than this if you're Cedar Creek. What a move there by Hardman. Somebody's going to try and pick it up for the Pirates. And that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, but now I think Sterling has to send one more up. Cedar Creek has only let in 10 goals all season. So if you're Sterling, you want to send another player up, try and get that goal. And then once you get that goal, Sterling's defense with Schmid and that whole defensive line, you can send more back and just kind of relax.
31 minutes to go in regulation, no score. Cedar Creek is down one man. Their leading scorer has been ejected. A huge factor in this game. Camardo drops it back. Ortiz, as the wind continues to kick up. Here's Ortiz, blowing hard into our face. That's our mics. It's blowing through. Nice head ball by DiFilippo. Sending it up. This is going to go into the crowd to our left, and a throw-in for Sterling.
Yeah, and Sterling's kind of gotten unlucky with the weather both halves. They had the wind blowing in their face the first half, and then the direction of the wind changed in the second half, and they have the wind blowing in their face again.
Toomey will take the throw. Again, Sterling, a man up. We are tied at 0. Send it back to Ortiz. Now they're going to switch sides of the field. Here's Collins. Collins kind of mishit that one, a ground ball. They'll send it back. Collins going to get another chance at it, though. That's the one he wanted. Sends it up right side. Here comes Weitzel. Weitzel looking, turns around, looking to center, drops it back. Here's John. John, left-footed chip, a little too hard. Fight for the goaltender, and they call it out. Goal kick coming up for Cedar Creek. 29 minutes, 30 seconds to go in regulation. No score, but keep in mind, Sterling up a man. We have a red card in this game for Cedar Creek. Perez going to get that well beyond midfield. John heads it back. Weitzel sends it out. Here's Camardo. Camardo sends it up. This is a foot race. Here's Rosano. Round the end. He shoots towards the net a little bit long. Chasing it down is Maynor. Good defensive play, though. Taking it there, that was Hardman. Just outside the box, trying to save it, and out of bounds off Maynor.
Yeah, and where Sterling has looked really good, and a lot of credit to Coach Marley's for this. They watch film, they know that Cedar Creek likes to flood the middle, so they've kind of been working the ball to the outsides. You've seen it a lot with Ethan Weitzel. He's been working the ball to the outsides, and they've been getting a lot of good opportunities from outside the box.
Elias Moradell comes back into the game, replacing James Newman. What a gut check here for Cedar Creek, who is playing a man down because of a red card. 28 minutes to go, no score. Sterling going to kick that out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Hauk. Nice effort to head it, but it goes out of bounds into the Cedar Creek bench. Cedar Creek still fighting. They have not gone to all defense. They are fighting for a goal. Here's Rosano. Rosano sends it back. Sterling looking to send it up, sending it up for Weitzel. Weitzel's been a problem for Cedar Creek. Weitzel plays on. Defensive play around the side. Here's Camardo. Camardo looks to center. That's knocked down. Kick backed out nicely. Sterling a chance to settle with John. John goes to the middle, sending it up and retreating on his DiFilippo. DiFilippo's had a good game at defense. He'll send it back to his goalie. Real nice job by DiFilippo. What a kick here.
Wow.
Boy, sign him up for the Eagles as well. Here's a man on a break in front of the net, a man there, and it goes over the net. They're going to give a goal kick. So what a credit on effort for this Cedar Creek team. A man down, they almost score a goal.
Yeah, and a lucky break there from Sterling. They were not expecting that at all. But DiFilippo has had they've just had all these really long kicks from Daniel Perez, and that's really helped them get their offense going. It lets them, and it's kind of caught Sterling off guard.
Yeah, Perez on his goal kicks, he is clearing midfield by 30 yards and then some. Huge weapon. Camardo, nice move, holds his feet, has a man to his right, goes to the middle, has it knocked down. Nice tap again. Cedar Creek on a run. Looks like they'll let the goalie come out and grab it as Travis Schmidt will pick it up. So we have 26 minutes to go in regulation, no score, but Sterling playing a man up because of a red card to Cedar Creek. Off the foot of Weitzel. Rosano loses the handle. On a run. Here comes Moradell. Moradell cuts it inside. Looks to center. Ooh, a little bit of collision. You're going to get a foul as pushing off was Fetzer.
Yeah, pretty blatant foul there from Cedar Creek. But it's a good chance here for Sterling. And if you're Sterling, I think you should send Bright John up, who's had good offense this year. I mean, doesn't really, and I mean, they balance out their offense a lot. So sending Bright John up, who's got 5 goals this season, would really help out your offense.
Rosano to his right. DiFilippo chases him. Drops it back. Here's John, who you talked about. John chips it up. Good job to get to it by Watson. Good knee out by Fetzer. Ortiz sends it back. Chasing it is Weitzel, and he's going to run out of room. Throw in for the Pirates. Looking to throw, they get it in. Good job up the side to let that go by Moradell. Moradell looks to center. Ortiz gets a foot on it. I am really impressed that Cedar Creek is still playing like they're 11 on 11. They are going for it.
Yeah, Cedar Creek, it almost feels like that red card kind of gave them a spark. It gave them something to play for because they've looked really good ever since then.
They really have. Rivera drops it off. So I'm going to tip my cap to Cedar Creek right now as they are bringing the offense as that ball goes in. Looking to center, has a man there. Rivera, challenge, knocked down. Looking to send it back out. Bleem also on a help. Throw-in coming in for Hauk.
Around 24 minutes left in the second half, and I think Cedar Creek has looked like the better team in the second half.
I would agree. Kick up. Good job to settle by DiFilippo. Goes to his right. They only have 2 players back on the 50-yard line, so they are going for it. Inside the box, Collins going to kick it out, and they're going to get a corner kick. Again, if you're just tuning in, a red card, Cedar Creek a man down.
Yeah, and I think that the reason that Cedar Creek has looked good since that red card is when you have a good player like that go down or get taken out of the game, it kind of opens up the offense a little more. It lets more people contribute, and that could be what's going on here.
Corner kick for the Pirates. Beautiful ball here. Sterling headed out by Toomey. A foot on it. Turn around, trying to get it to Schmid, who they do. Now, Schmid can get something on this. He can outkick everyone. And not quite all on that one now. Chance hustling effort for Hal. Hal gets to it first. I think they got to get a bigger kick out of Schmid. And out of bounds. And you're going to get a 6-yard kick. Now, again, if you're hearing in the background, we literally are right down the middle of the field. So you're going to have Cedar Creek fans on one side and the Sterling fans on the other. So time update, 22 minutes, 48 seconds to go in regulation. We have no score, but again, the story here is because of a red card, Cedar Creek is a man down.
But I got to say, for an 11 o'clock kickoff, a lot of Cedar Creek fans here.
They've done a nice job. The student body to our left, there's about 20 to 30 kids over here making some noise. And again, Sterling can't get it across midfield right now. Around the edge. Bleem goes down. Bleem, nice play to send it back. Bleem, got to be careful. Here's a shot and a save. Great save by Schmid, and that's going to go, what I think, out of bounds, and it does, as Schmid saves it again.
Just a great save there by Schmid, and I think a lot of this has to do, and we've seen it with this Sterling team earlier, is they noticed that they have a man down, so they kind of started playing down to them. And you saw it earlier in the season, and if you're Sterling, you got to keep pressing on. You got to keep your foot on the gas. It is still a 0-0 game, and anything can happen.
Since the one man down, it's been all Cedar Creek. They put the pressure on again. Moradell runs into Bright John and throw in for the Pirates. Cedar Creek on a throw. This will be Bohill.
Yeah, and it's really feeling right now like Sterling is playing with the man down, not Cedar Creek. They've looked phenomenal.
Inside the box, Camardo tries to get it out. A high ball headed back by Fetzer. Sterling able to head that one out. Still playing on. Trying to go far to the corner. Moradell, can he get it? Yes, he can. He saves it. John there, and that may have gone off John. It did. Cedar Creek, another throw in. This is just absolutely amazing what they've been able to do with the man down. And now, we are getting what are we getting, a corner kick, I believe? Yeah, we're going to get a corner kick. So a corner kick for Cedar Creek. Again, a man down as the wind really kicking up into our face here. So he's got to kick this one into the wind. It's going to push the ball towards the net. Getting ready for that kick. Here we go. Line drive, low kick. And we're going to kick it again. I believe this is Moradell, the sophomore. So Moradell. Here he comes on his corner kick. Better ball here. Deep post. Off the top of the crossbar. Head and a save. Travis Schmid saved the game again.
Travis Schmid is playing on his head right now. He has been phenomenal. And Sterling's kind of playing, they're not playing well right now, but Travis Schmid is keeping this a tie game, which is huge.
Remember, Cedar Creek playing a man down. 19:30 to play in regulation. We still have no score. 34 minutes and 6 seconds is when the red card came down. That's how long they've been playing a man down. They're going to let Schmid pick this one up. As we zoom in a little bit, just got to watch the sky here blocking our screen. All right, here comes Dean Collins. 19 minutes to go. No score.
Dean with a lot of space. He can take this himself.
Oh, tough play here. Clogging up the middle of the field are the Pirates. Send this up for Rosano. Rosano looks to touch a head ball, and Perez will get it. Perez quickly, far side.
Yeah, and what we've seen so far this game is both goalies playing on top of their heads. Daniel Perez has gotten to every ball like right away, and so has Travis Schmid.
DiFilippo sends it out. Again, Cedar Creek a man down with the pressure again. Far side. Around the edge. You might get a shot here. Shot a save again by Schmidt.
Travis Schmidt is keeping Sterling in this game, and I can't stress it enough. Sterling's really got to pick him up. They've got to get him goal support. They've got to get him support on the defense. They've got to wake up.
That was Gomez Rivera on that last shot. Weitzel, I think Sterling will get this. Sterling will get the throw in. And Sterling will sub here. As coming out will be Reich.
For number 21.
That is Maynard. 17 minutes, 56 seconds in regulation. No score. Sterling with a man advantage because of a red card. Here's one right in the box. Tipped in front. A hit from behind. They'll play on. Sterling has room to settle. Ortiz. Big hit here, and that will roll back to the goaltender.
It did look like Robbie did step over the line there on that throw-in, so.
It's close.
It was another close call there.
Here's Perez with a monster kick again.
Man, they really need to sign him somewhere.
He has got a big foot, besides being a very talented goalie.
He could be an NFL kicker.
Very impressive.
Really good.
I believe a handball. This could be a kick. So, yeah, it's going to be a kick for Cedar Creek. Looks like DiFilippo is going to take this kick. The winner of this game will play West Deptford at West Deptford on Wednesday. One of the strangest games we've had in a couple years here on Channel 19. Nice hard ball here. Going to go out. Everyone. Torres can't get to it. And
Tried
a
to
goal
slide
kick.
for it, but wasn't able to get there in time. That was a missile shot right out of bounds.
16 minutes, 35 seconds to go in regulation. So far, Cedar Creek has killed 20 minutes being a man down, and Sterling has barely had a shot on net.
Sterling needs to just bring up the pressure here. You're a man up.
Easier said than done, I guess. I mean, this Cedar Creek team is everywhere. Another nice play. Moradell. They try to play on out of bounds, and Sterling going to get the throw. Bright John to throw it in. He's going to go back to
Ortiz.
Torresilla. And Bleem sends it far side. Sterling just cannot get anything going offensively. Here comes one around the edge. This is Maynard. Maynard looks to center. Trying to let that go through was Rosano just outside the box. Cedar Creek able to clear it out. Here comes Rivera. He lost it for a second. They send it back to Rivera. Rivera's been dangerous with the ball. Knocked down for a second off Camardo. Rivera keeps it in. Nice footwork by Rivera. Sends it off. Now this is Watson. Rivera, he's dangerous. Look out. Sends it far side. Looks like Fetzer is chasing it. Collins going to box out and let it go out of bounds. So 15 minutes to play in regulation. Still no score with Cedar Creek playing a man down.
You really got to give it to Cedar Creek. They're playing their hearts out right now, trying to keep this game going.
And they have been the better team since the red card. Here's Bleem. Sterling looks to set things up and get it going. Bleem may take a run. Let's see.
Up the middle again.
Trying to go to Rosano. Can Rosano get to it? Now Maynard going to get to it. Maynard has a man in front. Maynard a shot, and it goes wide. He had Brett Bellows in front of the net, but couldn't get it to him. 14 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in regulation. No score. Cedar Creek will kick it out. They are down a man.
Brett is another senior on this very young team, so that'll be one of their missing pieces next year. But I think you have a lot of people coming up once again for this really young Sterling team.
Ortiz slips, heads it towards the side, and able to keep it in is Sterling.
There's Brett.
Here comes Camardo. Camardo looks to go ahead. Nice read there by DiFilippo. Sends it right back. Bright John. John sends it up to no one. Taking it away is Simon. Simon switches sides of the field, looking for Rivera.
You really got to think.
Rivera chases as a big play. Here we go. And out of bounds, throw-in coming up for Sterling. It's 13.5 minutes to go in regulation. Out of bounds, Cedar Creek throw.
You really got to think, what is Sterling doing with this extra man they supposedly have?
Don't know at this point. It's not working.
Yeah, I think they got to send him up. I mean, it's good that they're playing defense and they're containing Cedar Creek, but you've got a man up. You don't want this going to penalty kick. You don't want Cedar Creek to have any chance. So you want to send that man up. You want to have an extra man on your offense to get that goal.
You need to end this game here and now while you have the advantage that you have.
Rosano out, Reich in. Sterling again with 12:45 to play in regulation. No score. Cedar Creek down a man because of a red card. And it was their leading scorer coming into the game, the leading scorer for either team. They play on, taken away by Watson. Watson goes to his right. Rivera's been dangerous when he has the ball. Rivera chips it ahead. Sterling gets to it first with John. John looks to send it up the right, has a man up the right wing. Out of bounds, though, unfortunately, trying to get it to Reich. DiFilippo to throw. 12 minutes to go in regulation. Taken away. Again, hustling is Simon. Far side. Tap it ahead. Good defensive play by Hardman. Hardman sends it far side. Here comes Rivera. He's been very dangerous. Watson. Watson near side. This is Muradell. Muradell's been a good player today, too. Challenged by Camardo. Muradell tries to get the edge. John picks it up. They're fighting in the corner. Here's a takeaway. And they continue playing. The referee right there. Out of bounds goal kick. 11.5 minutes in regulation. Sterling will go for a sub here. This might be Wiley coming into the game.
Yeah, Carson Wiley coming in for Rob Toomey.
And here comes a goal kick for Sterling as we're now at the 11-minute mark in regulation. No score. Sterling playing with a man up because of a red card if you're just tuning in. Red card went to Cedar Creek, and this Cedar Creek team, once they got the red card, has been dominating the action. You never would have believed it if you hadn't seen it. Here's another takeaway. Here's Simon.
Yeah, and it's weird to see how Cedar Creek is dominating this game. It looked like when it was 11-on-11, Sterling was the more dominant team. And then Cedar Creek goes down a man, which would make you think Sterling's going to be more dominant. They have an extra attacker. But Cedar Creek has just responded perfectly.
Throw-in coming up for Sterling. 10.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Sterling can't even get a shot off this last 20 minutes. They've been a man advantage. That goes out of bounds. Cedar Creek throw-in. Up for Muradell. Drop it off for DiFilippo. Sterling looking to go on a run, but there are red shirts all over it as Simon takes it, drops it back. Hardman, far side. And that's going to go through everyone. You'll have a goal kick with under 10 minutes to go in regulation.
Yeah, and a good call by Marley's to bring Brett Bellows into this game. He's a senior, so he's going to be playing his heart out. He doesn't want this to be his last game. So if you're Marley's, that's a great call there to just get some new legs out there, and he plays with a lot of heart, so good call there.
9:30 remaining in regulation. Again, if you're just checking us out for the first time, a red card was given to Cedar Creek. They are a man down. If we go overtime, it'll be 2 10-minute periods. If somebody scores, then it's a win. If we go through those 2 10-minute periods, then we go to penalty kicks. Here's the ball down the side, trying to get it to Sheehan. Can Sheehan keep it in? That's the second time we've had that. Sheehan runs out of room. You're going to throw in for the Pirates of Cedar Creek. Okay, Wesley Reich on a run there. Reich will take it now, drops it back. Sent ahead, nice anticipation, headed back by Simon.
Yeah, and Bright John, who's the team's second leading goal scorer, has actually been playing back this game, which is an interesting move by Marley's. And I think that I've been saying this, they should move him up because he's a he brings a lot of spark to the offense, and he can get a goal.
And you're going to get a goal kick here as we have 8.5 minutes in regulation. We're going to get some substitutions. Sterling going to send Rosano back in. Toomey comes back in. And Weitzel comes back in. It looks like going to the side will be Reich, Bellows. And I can't see who else is coming off at this point.
I think that's Connor Maynor also coming off on the sideline.
8 minutes to go in regulation. No score. Wynn got a hold of that one. Far side break. Here come the Pirates. Send it ahead. Sterling got to be careful, out to grab it.
Good job by
Is
Trav
Schmidt.
there. Just to make sure, good run there from Trav. Make sure that nothing is really able to come out of that play, as he's been excellent this whole game.
This ball is going to take a bounce. Rosano chases. DiFilippo gets a head on it. Rosano, good job by DiFilippo. Rosano looks to tap it back. Still looking, sends it to the middle. Wiley sends it far side. Over for Dean Collins. Collins has a good left foot. There's the chip. Sends it ahead. Has a man there off his foot, and it goes over the net. Off the foot of Jesus Blanco. That's the first respectable scoring opportunity Sterling's had since the red card.
Yeah, and for Sterling, you saw on that play, which was a great scoring opportunity, they started to pass the ball backwards to their backs and their defenders, which you didn't really see at all. But if you're Sterling, you got to start doing that more. You got to be more patient in your offensive attacks, and you're going to get better set pieces and better opportunities out of it.
Another huge kick for Perez as that's going all the way to this box for Sterling. And it stays in. Ortiz sends it up the midfield, takes the bounce. Red shirt's there first. Here's Rosano. Rosano looking for some help. And we get a whistle. Free kick coming up Sterling.
Yeah, pretty obvious foul there. Good call by the official.
Free kick coming up. Sterling pushing everyone up but 3. They line up at the 18. Who's going to take the kick? It's going to be Jesus Blanco.
Yeah, and this is when you really want Rob Toomey in the game because he's so good at these set pieces. But don't underestimate Blanco. He's got a lot of power on his foot, too, for these set pieces.
Blanco ready, waiting for his teammates to line up on the 18. Here's his kick. It's a short kick, taken away by Cedar Creek. Bleem heads it back far side. Good control by Houck. And a whistle and a free kick for the Pirates of Cedar Creek with 5:40 to go in regulation. So playing with a man down, and they'll have to play a man down throughout the end of this game. Free kick coming up for DiFilippo. DiFilippo, he's the last man in defense. He's got 2 other defenders in front of the 50. Here we go. Nice kick here, man there, and taken in nicely by Schmidt. Schmidt goes near side. Here come the Knights. This is Weitzel. Weitzel out of bounds, throw in Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek brings it in quickly. This is the one you got to watch. Rivera, nice ball here across the middle. Bleem sends it back. Trying to control that one is Fetzer. Fetzer turns around. Missed kick there for a second by Camardo. Up the far side and out of bounds. Cedar Creek with a throw. 4 minutes, 40 seconds in regulation. Tied at 0, but Sterling with a man advantage because of a red card.
Yeah, but one thing I have been noticing is Cedar Creek has been playing with a lot more composure this game. It feels like every attack they've had better opportunities. But Sterling's had the ball more, but I feel like Sterling's been scrambling a lot as Cedar Creek has been playing with more composure.
Another chance for Cedar Creek. Has a man there going in to grab it off the bounce with Schmidt, but right there was Rivera causing interference. There's a big kick right in front of us. This may roll out of bounds again. Let's see, Rosano hustling. He can't get it. They're going to call a handball and a free kick. So DiFilippo will bring it in on a kick. 3 minutes, 50 seconds in regulation. Why not have Perez take the kick here? He's got a tremendous foot. No score, regulation. The winner of this will go on to take on West Defford on Wednesday. Nice ball here. John off his head. You're going to get a corner here. Corner kick coming up for the Pirates with 3:30 remaining in this game. Here's Rivera, corner kick. Can Cedar Creek pull this off a man down? Here's your kick. Line drive, headed back to the top of the 18. Sterling gets to it first. Sterling going to get a run here. Just the goalie back. This is it. If he kicked it to the net, he's got a shot. The goalie on a breakaway grab. All right, they're going to stop the clock.
They're going to stop
Watch
the
the official, because that would have been a goal.
And
There
I'm
is no
pretty
doubt
sure-
that'll be a goal. Here comes the goalie. He's going to get at least carded here.
That should be a red card, and that should be a clear path foul.
Keep
Toomey-
an eye on the official here. Now, high schools, let's keep an eye on our official.
Rob Toomey had a clear path to the net. No one left to defend him. So that should be a clear path foul, which would be a penalty kick. We'll see what they call here. But if it's anything but a penalty kick, Sterling has every reason to be
All right.
upset.
Well, here comes the official. We'll watch. He's bringing the goalie out. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of a job by Perez if he's able to stay in the game, because that would have been a goal. He gets his card. So he gets a card.
And it should be a penalty kick.
Well, I can't speak for that. All I can tell you is it would have been a goal had he not grabbed
In
it.
soccer rules, if he's the last person on offense and the last line of defense makes a foul or a tackle to stop his path to the goal, then that should be a penalty kick and a red card.
And it was not, unfortunately. It definitely, he was the last one. There's no doubt. It met all the criteria.
So Marley's is upset over the call, which is very reasonable, as that should be a penalty kick. But a good job by Perez as well to notice that.
That was his
and
only play. If
that
he
was his
doesn't,
only play. If he doesn't do that, then
a-
it's a goal. So good job to try and make Sterling earn that goal.
All right, free kick coming up for Toomey. 2:59 remaining on the whistle. The clock will start. Sterling on a free kick. Here we go. Right towards the net, headed back out, inside the box. Chasing up at 4 now is Weitzel. Weitzel sends it back up. He loses his shin pad. Offsides is the call, as Sterling is offsides. Weitzel has time to get his shin pad right in front of us, and Sterling has a player a little tough getting back up.
And Perez is out of the game.
Now, I guess because he got the card, he had to come out. That's a
Yeah.
good point. They have a backup goalie in. Perez can come in on the next throw-in. It's a good point, Connor. So they had to do that with the backup goalie. You couldn't be any more back against the wall for Cedar Creek today. Down a man. Far side. We've got 2 minutes, 10 seconds in regulation. Again, we still have, if this stays 0-0, still have 10 minutes of play ahead. Still have a long way to go. Rosano. Good hustling effort there. That's Hardman. Sterling picks it up. Oh, a swing and a miss. Here comes red shirts again. And you're going to get a Cedar Creek throw in. 1:45 remaining in regulation. The goalies will now switch. Here comes Perez. I can't blame Perez at all. He did the right thing, and he saved the game, literally. And then you just hope things go your way, and you got the card and came back out. Here's John chasing it for Sterling. Challenged beautifully. And a throw-in for Sterling. 1:15 and counting in this game. Trying to go up the midfield. Weitzel. Camardo sends it far side. Here's Toomey. Toomey. Good defensive play by Halk. Halk has just been an amazing player today. Another nice play.
Yeah, he's really been phenomenal for Cedar Creek, and he's helping them stay in this game. And he's only a sophomore, so very good soccer today from Brady Halk.
Marley's is sending the defenders up.
And they will do that now because there's 40 seconds remaining. 2 players back. Bleem is back with Collins. Everyone else in the box. Here's the throw-in. Bounces around. Still a shot. Rosano had a head on it. That's all he could do with it. A good effort by Rosano, but it went over the net. 20 seconds until overtime.
Yeah, and Sterling's got to send everyone back now. You know how good of a foot Perez has, and you got to make sure that you have everyone back, or else it's a scoring opportunity for Cedar Creek. That's the last thing you want right now.
And that is just about going to do it. You'll hear the horn in a second. There it is. So we go to overtime. Remember, at the 36-minute mark, 34-minute mark remaining, we went a man down for Cedar Creek. So we are going to pick it up. 2 10-minute overtimes, golden goal, when we return. Well, we welcome everybody back as you look at the Sterling Knights, who are getting ready for overtime. Again, it's 10 minutes of overtime. Golden goal, they call it. I'll also call it sudden death, but we'll call it golden goal for soccer. If it remains scoreless through that, just like the girls did in their championship for the South Jersey Coaches Tournament, we would then go to penalty kicks. Throughout this 10 minutes, Sterling is still going to have a man advantage because of the red card at the 34:06 mark of the second half. So, Connor, an interesting game is just getting more interesting.
Just such an entertaining game to watch as well. There's been so much offense, and it's just been also on the defensive side, just a great showing from both goalies to keep this game even at 0. But just because of the 0-0 score, don't let it fool you. There's been tons of offense this game.
Our cameraman Ben needed a break. You feeling all right? You hanging in there?
Yeah, that sun is blazing today, folks.
It's hot.
It's hot. But this has been a defensive masterclass by both teams, especially for the goalies. Not letting a single goal in, especially when Cedar Creek was on that hot streak with, even with a man down. They're doing great.
Yeah, they had to kill 34 minutes of this game, a man down. And Sterling, unofficially, I had them for 1 shot on goal. So Sterling will have the man advantage. They will go from our left to our right for the first 10 minutes unless somebody scores. Then we're scheduled for another 10 minutes unless somebody scores.
It's crazy to say that red card might have been the best thing that could have happened. We have Shay Wiley on the mic now.
Hi, guys.
Welcome
Hi
the
to all my
broadcast.
soccer gals watching. And go Knights.
That's all she needed.
She wanted to say hi to all the Lady Knights, the South Jersey Coaches Tournament champions, the greatest girls soccer team in the history of Sterling High School. But girls, do me a favor. Let's finish it with a state title.
Yeah.
Shout out girls soccer.
All right, we're on the boys right now. The winner of this will take on West Deptford at West Deptford Wednesday. 10-minute overtime, Sterling with a man advantage. Cedar Creek with the ball first. They'll drop things back. Simon will get it under and sends it far side. Headed back out. You have to think if Cedar Creek can get to penalty kicks, at least they feel like they're on an even field. Rosano far side, chased by Hardman. Rosano looking. Hardman, another nice play. He has been tremendous defensively today.
Once again, that physicality comes into play, and you could see Q got like boxed out from the ball there. Again, such a physical game going on.
Nice play up the slot. Here's a breakaway, a save, and now it goes in. And Cedar Creek advances on the goal by Elias Moradell.
An unfortunate end to a game. Travis tried to go for the ball there, and it just got right by him.
Yeah, an unfortunate end there to what was a great game, and a lot of credit to Cedar Creek for winning that game down a man. That's very impressive. That's a very tough thing to do. But
as Connor mentioned, congratulations to Cedar Creek. What an effort. They earned this one. They came into the game undefeated at 15-0-3. They had to play 34 minutes down a man, and they win it in the first minute of overtime. We didn't even go a minute. We went about 40 seconds as Cedar Creek.
Not even 40 seconds.
Yep.
37 seconds into the first overtime, and they were able to get a breakaway scoring opportunity, just like Sterling had.
I mean, you can't say enough, Connor, as we look at Cedar Creek here. You can't say enough for the heart of this team, for playing that distance, a man down.
And a ton of credit from that goes to Perez from Cedar Creek, their goalie. He really kept them in that game. He played phenomenal. He stood on top of his head, and he saved the game. He took a yellow card to save the game for Cedar Creek.
Just an amazing goalie with a really powerful leg.
So Elias Moradell gets goal number 4 on the season, and it breaks the hearts of Sterling as they are going to win it to remain undefeated in an amazing game under crazy circumstances.
Huge shout out to junior goalie freshman Schmidt. I mean, he played his heart out today, carrying this team through what was a lackluster second half. I mean, they were up one man, and it didn't look like that.
Yeah, Travis has played well, not only this whole season, but he's played well in this game today. As you see the team shaking hands at midfield as we'll zoom in a little bit. What an effort again by Cedar Creek especially.
So many impressive saves from both goalies as this game ends in breakneck pace.
It did. Perez, as you mentioned, an outstanding effort in goal. Travis Schmidt may have saved the goal on game on 3 different occasions in this one.
But you can't have him be the only person on the field making plays.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that the offense, Sterling, does not really have the go-to goal scorer, and that was kind of the problem here today, is they were not able to get a goal. And that is going to do it for soccer. Now, again, before we go, I want to remind you, for all the girls that are watching right now as well, we will have the girls at home as they will be playing 2 o'clock at home on Monday in their opening round games. You'll see Cedar Creek now congratulating their fans and friends. So congratulations to Cedar Creek as they will remain undefeated and they will move on to take on West Defford. Sterling season ends at 10-8. Our next broadcast again will be Monday at home, 2 o'clock with girls soccer. For Ben Nicholas and Connor